Starting at $399.99. Some say you can't have it all. Clearly, they've never been here. Play the unmissable on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation.
And welcome to GameSpot, the live stream, the pre-show for Summer Game Fest. It's me, Curtin Davina. I'm joined here with Emma Fife and Jess Cogswell. And we're here to celebrate a wonderful time of the year. Summer Game Fest, of course. And we're doing it because it's presented, not because, but
we do it anyway.
We do it anyway. We would have done it regardless. And the cameras are on or off.
Yeah.
Anyways, but this is presented by PlayStation. Days of Play. Very happy to be here with you two cool cats.
Well, happy to be here with you, Kurt.
Don't lie to my face.
I am not lying to your face.
Before these cameras are on, you told me, Kurt, you don't play video games.
Yeah, well, Kurt doesn't play video games. That is actually a fact. Kurt doesn't know what a video game is.
No, never knew.
So we're actually just here to educate him today.
Yeah. I mean, that is why I'm the lead host, so I don't have to pretend like I know about anything, despite maybe knowing more than all of you combined.
Ooh,
Or
a
nothing.
bold claim.
Like the one secret that's going to be revealed during the show.
Only one, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Can I reveal it?
Yes, you can.
That Sneak King 2 is going to get a world premiere. It's going to happen here. It's coming exclusively to everyone around the world.
Exclusively
In fact, what's going to happen is every single person watching this in 7 days, the Burger King is going to sneak up behind you and plop it right in your hands and be like, there you go, pal.
You know what it is,
It's
Kurt?
like The Ring, but the king.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
better than what
in
I
a
was going to
rhyme.
say, so
Yeah.
we'll just go with that.
Really? You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I was going to say it's like that U2 album that everybody got.
Oh.
Where it just doesn't disappear.
No.
Yeah.
It's like a curse that you want.
Yes.
Not you two. Not you two.
Not us personally.
Me one. Anyways, we're here to talk about video games, apparently. I'm very excited to be here with you two cool cats, because not only do you know about video games, because I don't, but you have different tastes in games than I do. So therefore the excitement will be divvied up.
Yeah.
Starting with which, you two like something called JRPGs.
We do.
There's so much.
So
much.
Rubbing the hands.
Yes, for anybody who's not familiar, that is Japanese RPGs, though companies outside of Japan are making them now, in the style.
Yes.
French.
French.
The French style.
The French style.
The Belle Epoque style of Expedition, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33.
Yes.
They even got the long title right.
Yes.
I know. Oh, JRPGs, like, I think of all the Kingdom Hearts that are like Kingdom Hearts 12 over 65 days.
There's division in those names.
So what's the sequel to Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 going to be called that's going to be revealed today?
Ooh, it is called Claire Obscure Rando Redux Expedition 37.
Reloaded.
Yes!
What's your final title?
What's
Or-
my final? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
That.
She nailed
Reloaded on
it.
the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
I think it was Claire Obscure. What if it was called like Cindy Two Shoes?
Sure, that too.
Suddenly-
Exploited
And this time it's a Dr. Seuss thing.
69.
Claire Obscura Refantasio.
Persona 5 Reloaded. Speaking of which,
Yes.
you both were a part of a really cool What You're Excited For video.
Yes.
And I want to know. I'm going to start with this. Unbiased.
Okay.
A sincere view. Your interest out the window.
Okay.
What do I
actually think we're going to see today?
What do you actually think is going to come?
I think what we are actually going to see today is, probably another Call of Duty, be it a individual game or an expansion. I know it's low hanging fruit, but
You could do better.
telling you. Okay.
Okay, round 2.
All right, round 2.
And if you say Call of Duty, you're allowed to have it.
Round 2. Resident Evil something.
I thought you were going to say Geoff Keighley.
Geoff Keighley, the game.
He'll be there.
And Hideo Kojima. Possibly some
don't
Muppets.
say.
Yeah.
Sneak King.
Sneaking will be
No, but I do genuinely feel that we are in the realm of getting a Resident Evil something. I'm gonna go and say, because they're working with their older material and bringing it into the now, Code Veronica remake.
I was about to ask, do you think, well, that being said,
Yeah.
do you think it's more likely that we're going to get Resident Evil 9 than Code Veronica?
No, I think it's more likely that we're going to get Code Veronica, and I'm the only person who will be excited about
No,
that.
you're not.
Okay, good.
Because me,
Okay, good.
And it's one of those games where, like, that game has problems.
Yes, it does.
But half of it is amazing. The other half of it, not so much. But in this new era of Capcom doing cool things, they're Renaissance. They need to be like, they're too good. Everything they do. Kinetsugami, Path of Goddess, if you haven't played it, I'm telling you, play it. Anyways, that's my speech.
Yes.
Jess,
I
you're up
think
next.
that Resident Evil is one that I also think will be here. My guess is a new Tomb Raider. I think we'll probably see.
So what? Tell me your thinking. Is it just the right time?
It's been the right time. Like, I know that Crystal Dynamics is working on something in that, so like I think that this seems like the right time.
What does it need to be?
Oh God, I don't know.
Because we've had our Uncharted
Right.
Yeah.
Tomb Raiders, and then it's like for me, as an OG Tomb Raider fan, I wasn't crazy about the new Tomb Raiders because I don't believe there's enough raiding of tombs in them.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Where's the tombs to raid? You go in one, you like look at a wall, and you're like, there's some stuff, and you walk out. So that's what I think the new Tomb Raiders need to be, and I also think those Tomb Raiders came out at a time when like Uncharted was a thing, and like Naughty Dog had its footprint, and like the idea of video games as a narrative thing was changing.
Yes.
But now I feel like we've gone. I feel like
there's been a pushback, not like super negative, but like
No, I think developers are starting to realize that you don't need to market to the broadest audience. The broadest audience knows what a game is and wants to play a game.
Well, the thing is that there are so many video games these days that you're actually better off trying to play to a niche.
Yeah. Yes.
For example, the Prince of Persia game that came out last year, which was a Metroidvania Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
That was brilliant because, again, it's like bringing it back to this other style of game that people already enjoy.
Yes.
So I do think that if we are to get a new Tomb Raider, I would love to see a Tomb Raider that is exactly that. Raiding tombs.
Yeah.
And also, Indiana Jones did it.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm sorry, but
No, I was gonna say I think those are all super great points, and like that would be like if they could pivot back more into the puzzle exploration and few enemies thing, I think that would rule. Because yes, there is very much that like AAA Uncharted yes. So I agree with you. I think that's a good call.
you're playing a TV show.
Yeah.
It's an interactive TV show that's then suddenly going to be turned into a TV
Actual
show.
TV show.
It's an actual TV show. But those are what you objectively maybe
Believe. Well, I mean, I would also be hype about Resident Evil. But objectively, I
think
do
that's
believe
fine.
that.
But what is the dream thing? Jess, we'll start with you. What is the dream thing you want to see?
I would love to see. There are rumors of different remakes happening, and I know Emma, you're like right here with me with both of these. Well, I guess 3 of them. Persona 4 remake.
Yes.
That is a rumor that is going around. Final Fantasy IX remake and Bloodborne. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah.
Is that a tattoo you have?
It's just like this little indie game.
Yeah.
Might as well be this.
Yeah. I really feel like it would be good for it to get some eyes on it. They should remake it. remaster.
Why do you think we're more likely to get? This is the same Resident Evil conundrum. Why do you think we're more likely to get Persona 4 remake than Persona 6?
I don't know, because you know what? Until recently, I thought that Persona 6 was
Right.
most likely going to be, but then I started hearing these rumors, and there was a thing with like the voice actors.
So the
and-
other thing that I was going to say in regards to that specifically is that Persona gained this incredible amount of popularity in the Western markets because of Persona 5.
So now they're like,
Correct. Now they're like, well, we already have all this other material that there is a basis for, so instead of having to build this from the ground up, let's take the things that already exist. We're going to update some of the things that don't work for modern audiences, storytelling-wise, and then give them to people in the style of Persona 5. So I think, and you know, Fire Emblem did this a little bit as well.
sure. But they also they had a stride. They
Totally. Oh yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think
so. Yeah.
the only other thing that makes me think that too is the fact that this is going to be the first Persona game that is not Studio Zero, because Studio Zero just finished up Metaphor,
Yes.
and like those are all of the like core Persona people we know, love, did all the other games.
Yeah.
And I talked to them, I think last summer Game Fest, about how they were handing over the Persona IP to like this new team that they kind of brought up and who has worked on the previous games, but like they are the next generation.
Yeah.
essentially.
So these remakes are the probation period for that.
It's a probation
Yes,
period.
that's what I was gonna say. It seems like they're kind of like, okay, so let's stick with this stuff while y'all are cooking.
So, I have mixed feelings on the Persona series.
Okay.
I've played 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone, and by everyone I mean like 5 people,
Yeah.
are like, Kurt, the Persona game you would like is Persona 2. So why don't we have a remake of that? Because from what I understand, that game is like a mess to play in the States right now. Like even the version that came out at one point, like came out in 2 parts, or came to the PSP or some jazz like that.
Yeah.
Skibby Bop. And the reason why people say I would like it is because you don't play as a damn teenager.
Yes.
I don't. I've been through that.
Yeah, you're like, I lived my teenage years.
Yes.
I don't want to be a teenager again.
Anyways,
I can think of one reason why they wouldn't remake it.
it's gospel.
It's there's a very problematic figure that comes in the game.
For what it's worth, Resident Evil Code named Veronica has a problematic
there's a big
figure
problematic
in that
figure
game.
in that.
So
Oh my God.
if Capcom's willing
You know
to
what?
address that,
This is what it is. This is the Summer Game Fest where we redeem problematic figures. That's the thing.
figure it out. Yeah, but well, maybe how do you maybe not redeem, but reshape,
Reframe.
refantazio.
I was gonna say
correct.
Persona 2 has Hitler in it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
literally.
Yes.
so does Wolfenstein too.
Oh, you know what? I guess that's true.
You know what?
Get covered in his blood.
Good.
I said this last year during Summer Game Fest, where I was like upset about Indiana Jones. They're like, Kurt, but you punch Nazis. I want to bathe in their blood. So, I mean, Indiana Jones is a good game. I didn't get that regardless,
Right.
but it's still a good game.
Yeah.
Anyways, we can make it. They can make it.
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
I'm not going
we
to
got
say
it.
for it.
Yeah.
So we talked about Persona.
Yep.
We talked about all the JRPGs. You got something?
Yes. Okay, so this is my absolute pie in the sky not going
Dream.
to happen. This is my dream. Parasite Eve.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which
Yeah.
combines basically the 2 things I love, which
Yes.
is JRPGs and horror games.
Yep. All right.
Just did it all.
Well, I can tell you one thing that will be there.
I'm ready.
You may not know this.
Okay.
A certain Lucy, former manager of Kurt and Davina James. Lucy, too good to host the pre and post show of the Summer Game Fest with GameSpot.
Because she's
James
there doing.
is doing cool stuff instead of hanging out with the lesser cool.
Yeah.
Not you two, me.
It was specifically you. Yeah.
I know.
She said that she's like, you know what, I actually don't want to be with Kurt, so I gotta rise all the way to the top
Yeah.
and co-host
Yeah.
Summer Game
So
Fest.
Lucy James is
She's supposed to
co-host.
sit with you.
That's why, and you know
that's
what? I'm just fine right here, the way I am. Look at all this. I got a seat here. I got a seat here for my 2 invisible friends,
There you go.
Lucy James. Well, Lucy James is going to be co-hosting it, so that at least we know
Yeah,
for a fact.
that's true. We know that for a fact.
Not fiction.
Summer
Yep.
James Fest.
Pie in the Sky. Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve.
What, like, we always get those world premieres.
I know.
We all get that skibbity bop,
know.
that shoe up wop. To be honest, I have no idea what I would expect, other than Sneak King 2. The sneak
Oh
on it.
yeah, the like big reveal that we don't have any sort of.
Yeah, I mean, you had mentioned this
inkling
during. Yeah, you had mentioned this during are like getting hype video, and this seems to be a reoccurring theme every single year when we do these, which is like Microsoft, Xbox, baby, you show us Fable like 5 more times.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll show the game to be like it's coming out. Perfect Dark Zero was last year.
Yeah.
That's
Or
right.
Perfect Dark, whatever it's called. Is it called Perfect Dark Zero? Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, I think on our like little preview video, I said Perfect Dark, Fable, and Judas. Like I would think that we'll see looks at all of them because it's been long enough, but who knows?
What if they revealed the Switch too?
Wow.
We've all been waiting for that, right?
waiting.
That didn't happen this week. Didn't come out this week, did it?
No.
Nope. Hasn't even been announced yet.
But yeah, I mean, I think for me, Summer Games Fest is going to be interesting because some of the things that would have gotten me very excited were already revealed in the PlayStation State of
Oh
Play.
yeah. So like what? Like the specific things you.
Well, I mean, I'm a sicko for Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yes.
And I
What do you
understand.
think of the art style?
I don't hate it as much as other people do.
Oh, do people hate it? Yeah. To be completely honest, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I do this wonderful thing where I'm not online.
Yeah, I think that's
So I don't actually know. I just get to see the thing and be like, cool, that's
a
sick.
great way to be. And to be fair, by people, I mean, I saw maybe 2 people say this, but also I like to avoid the internet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the thing for me is though, the story of that game is so good that like I don't want to play it in the classic mode. I want to play it in the new one where it's got full voiceover.
Yeah. Have you played that game?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. I will say,
Do you like tiles?
in my bathroom, sometimes I'll look at them. Sometimes I imagine where I could put some characters.
Yeah.
I do like tiles. I like a good tile. I was gonna say though to relate, I was a huge fan of Final Fantasy IX. So I would like to also see that to some degree.
Yeah.
I'm like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And then 10 onwards.
Oh, okay.
I have no opinion of 10 by the way.
Yeah, you
I'm
just
not being a
yeah,
jerk.
yeah, you just have
Yeah,
letting you
just
know.
like yeah.
It was PS2 era. I was too busy being like, oh, Max Payne? Let me play this game about your family being murdered. Oh, GTA 3?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you like complicated family dynamics
It depends.
yeah.
9, 10 is 11 is the Star Wars one, right?
11
no, 12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, 11 is the online game,
It's
which
the
I
first
did
online
play.
one, yes. I have a friend who
Still plays?
I think she met her husband playing that game.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they're like a human being.
They are a human being.
Cool.
Yeah.
Opposed to other things that
Yeah.
might be playing
Yeah.
Lalafell.
Final Fantasy 11.
That's correct.
What do you not want to see?
Okay. I'm cool with aliens in space, and I like aliens in space. Let me be like space horror. I'm very specifically
horror.
talking about. But there was one, I believe it was a Summer Game Fest, not a Game Awards, where every other trailer was horror in space.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to see an excess of that, shall we say?
What about you, Jess?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to be mean.
No, you can be.
It's not about being mean.
Yeah, it's just
about being
you.
like what you don't want to see. Like you
I-
just are exhausted of seeing over and over again, like my face.
I could never. I would not like to see a very long period of time set aside for a game that is about to come out in a few weeks.
Ooh.
Because I have a feeling that we might see a lot of Death Stranding.
I was about to say, I know what you're talking about.
And like, no shade to Death Stranding 2. Great,
No.
excited for it, awesome. But also at the same time, to me, the exciting thing is seeing stuff that's like new or that is earlier in development, not something that most people have seen a lot of and have already decided if they're gonna buy it. Or
So you don't like the 9.5-minute trailer that like fades out, ends, and then comes back in, and then ends again, and then
Right.
comes back.
And then it's followed by a dev talking
Yeah.
about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is something that is becoming more common in video game marketing that has been very present in film and television marketing, where it's like, you know what? I've seen enough trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any more. I've already decided I want to
think-
see this, watch this, play this.
This is a problem in music too. Like I think
Yeah.
like albums that I'm excited for that are coming out 4 months from now will
Right.
drop single after single after single for like leading up to the point where it's like I've heard all of this
Yeah.
already.
Yep.
For God's sakes, not saying
Yeah.
it's the same for
Yeah.
games, but I agree with you. The Death Stranding 2 thing I think is I think it's inevitable. Like,
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
do
see
too.
it. We're gonna see it because it's coming out in a few weeks, and there needs to be that little like,
Yeah.
hey there, buddy, old pal. Like, and not even like because Kojima's always there, but just because
Yeah.
it's only natural. It's coming
Yeah.
out
Yes.
soon-ish. Would you? Oh, you said space stuff.
Space
That's
stuff.
what I was gonna say. So. You see trailers and you see like an overabundance of just like samey worlds, and like again,
Right,
and I
that's
think,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's like it's fantasy and science fiction. And there has been a period recently where it's just like, this is a sci-fi game. This is a fantasy game. This is a sci-fi game, and like
That's just split fiction.
yeah, well, that's the thing. I remember seeing Split Fiction for the first time. I was like, another sci-fi game, another fantasy.
It's both.
So they've hit the peak for most people, and I understand a lot of these devs probably have they have absolutely no idea who else
Right.
is working on what. But that being said, I believe we actually don't have enough games set in a believable real world, in like actual reality.
Right.
And there was a moment in time, like again, I'm going back not to bring up the PS2 thing, but it's like there are so many games in the PS2 era that like took place in a grounded world.
Yeah.
I know people want escapism and all that jazz. I get it. But I actually get I don't know. There's something to having a little extension in a place that's familiar to you rather than just like high fantasy, high sci-fi,
Yeah.
high on life 2.
Yeah.
That was announced, right?
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah.
Well, you know, Kurt, if you like games that are set in the here and now, have I got a series for you? Persona.
Oh, well, so not really.
I know, it's not really.
You're like going to
But that happens to me all the time.
Go into some gym teacher's messed up romantic world and see a bunch of crap. And then you have to deal with their, I'm a teenager.
Yeah.
They have all
I'm
those
working
hormones.
through it. Meanwhile, when I was a teenager, I was like, I want to put on a trench coat and be an adult. Man, I want to be Columbo. Except I was doing that when I was like 5 and wearing my sister's trench coat
And being Columbo.
and being Columbo.
I
It was all
respect
meant to
that.
be. Full circle. My dad's like, all right, Columbo. And I was like, I don't know what you said, but I'm cool. Anyways, so Columbo video game coming to Summer Game Fest. Geoff Keighley is going to come out and be like, I have something really important to announce that everyone in this audience is going to care about. Columbo.
And another thing.
And another thing.
One more thing.
Where they announced the some other deep cut Peter Falk Wings of Desire, the video
It's
game.
you know what it is, Kurt? I have it for you. This is your dream. It is Princess Bride, but it's only about Grandpa taking care of the
Yeah,
sick
because
kid.
that's still fantasy.
Yeah. No, it's only the
Well,
Grandpa
I'm saying,
taking care of the
that's what I'm
sick
saying.
kid.
So you cut out the fantasy part.
I cut out the fantasy part.
Yeah, and you have to read bedtime stories to a falling asleep. But what brother is it that the little one, the guy?
Fred Savage.
Yeah, the savage.
Yeah.
The other savage.
The one from Wonder Years.
Yeah, who's the other savage?
Ben.
Savage. What a bunch of savages.
It's in the name.
Fred Savage directs a bunch of stuff now. Not that that's
Yeah.
important. Anyways, well, if Fred Savage wants to pick up the slack on an IP, everybody's taking video games, making them into shows. The Princess Bride Storytime edition, made for Kurt and Davina's here.
There you go.
Fred. So you don't want to see that. What do I want to see?
What do you want to see, Kurt?
Peace and love. To all
Besides
mankind.
Sneak King, because we've established.
I know. Look, I mean, I'm a Resident Evil person.
Yeah.
In all sincerity, I always have trouble with this the speculation of like what you want to see because in
Yeah.
most cases I don't know what I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see something that I don't know that
About,
I'm not
yes.
like really interested in. So like that's why I know I've been like writing the Capcom thing and I'm like Capcom is just doing great. But for what it's worth, they've been consistently like sneaking out new sneaking out new IPs. I mean, between Kunitsugami, there's this Pragmatic or Pragmatica.
Oh yeah, Pragmatic.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think
Pragmata.
That's very pragmatic of Pragmatica.
Yes.
And even before they did their not Dino Crisis multiplayer shooter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Episodes.
They have these huge swings
Yeah.
for games like Monster Hunter that came out this
Yeah.
year, and like obviously like tried and true Street Fighter and all that jazz, and Dragon's Dogma 2 last year, like bam, bam, boom.
Yeah.
So like obviously, yeah, Resident Evil, we're gonna see something,
Yeah.
but
I applaud Capcom for at least still trying to like inch out something I have no idea what it is and just gives me enough. So
I love it when any studio does the kind of like one for me, one for you type thing. That's why I loved Pentiment so much, because it was like very much like this is for a very specific type of person and player, and they're gonna love this. I loved it, but it is not a game that you're gonna recommend to everybody.
Yeah.
And then they went and did Avowed, which is a lot more universal.
yeah.
So
yeah. I do love Obsidian and their ability to
yes, go back and forth.
They're great. Fire shot. Last thing, and then we're out of here. Celebrity you want to see. You think you're gonna see.
Oh
Who's a
God.
celebrity?
Okay, so I said in the video Oscar Isaac. Because
And you said every Skarsgård on the
I said every Skarsgård
What
that
one?
lives.
Pick one, or all of them.
Stellan.
Stellan. Well, if Bill Skarsgård is here, I just got something to tell you. Bill Skarsgård and I, born on the same day, same year, and we're the same height. With that said, you've been watching the pre-show for Summer Game Fest. This is GameSpot. This is presented by PlayStation Days of Play. Skip it about a shoo wop wop. Take it down to Scatland. I'm joined here with Emma Fife, Jess Cogswell, and stick around because we are coming back for a post-show. So all the cool stuff, including Sneak King 2, will be talked about here.
woo. That was really fast.
Starting at $399.99. Some say you can't have it all. Clearly, they've never been here. Play the unmissable on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation. please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date, and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games. Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at #1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
You think you're the Harbinger. You might be.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come, but right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima. Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったので、
Well, we hit the pandemic after we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思うので、
Everyone experienced
コ
the
ロナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For a living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then?
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive.
Mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要な
In
キャラクター
DS2,
です。
it's a very important character.
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけど。
I can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある。
saw the cancer mark on both of their hands.
深いつながりがあって、
So they have
これ
this
が物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and reveals
前回
throughout the
クリ
story.
フっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
まし
last
た
time
け
on
ど、マツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Mats.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で、
by story, you
まあ
know,
2では出せない。
he will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マ
this
ツさ
time,
んの代わりという
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Mats
します。
did for DS2
で、
this
まあクリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超えるようなキャラク
But
タ
I
ーを作ろう
think
として、まあルカさん
we
に
have
お
to
願い
kind
し
of
て、
like top that
結構いいキャ
character.
ラクター
So
にな
Luca
ったと思います。
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
い
was
ただ
great.
きました。
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neil,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので、
the gameplay scene of
見に
Neil.
来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right, thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you. All right, and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic-scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time. Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new feature, Travel Ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the Travel Ring.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say, you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy. Here we go.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know. This is your legacy. You decide who wins and who dies. Thrones. War for Westeros.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said If they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart 2.
Have a good hunt, Captain.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat-em-up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
this isn't hell. Or my world. What is this place? Also, you don't have a chance. Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy.
Musashi! We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they?
Sasaki Ganyu.
That was a new look at Onimusha, Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game, In Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs. Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics, I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up, buy items with the gold you earn, loot chests for weapons and armor, steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps, discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
my world fall to ash, consumed by the void. Try as I might to quell their advance, 'twas all for naught. Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey awaits.
Every hero's tale begins with trial. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
I never doubted that you'd end up here. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
A rat in the vessel. Such a tiny nuisance. I know all your secrets. And don't come back.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Vicky Butana!
It's family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to... Imagination! Go big, go burn!
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look. Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be. 5 chairs empty, 5 plates full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates upon plates. The garden is lush and green, and everything is focused. Dinner's bedspread. There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCsoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
5.6 is available today. This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Sadai will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
Find a way.
We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
All right, this is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah. Oh, Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means three things. Number one, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And three, you're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah! escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and dysfuncting with hip-hop Satan. Oh, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. All right. Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Walls are, or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do! Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, and Annapurna Interactive. And this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure. I love The Cure. Experience it for yourself. Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Bad.1.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.